Good day, everyone, fellow thinkers. Thinker salute. I am Jason B. Sareve, also known as Brave Mind, King of the North. Welcome to another episode of AXIOM TV. Today's episode, I'd like to address a recent controversy that involves Joy Behar, and her referring to Vice President Mike Pence as having mental illness for saying that he hears God talking to him or Jesus talking to him. Though many Christians have found this offensive in her referring to such claims as a mental illness, I would like to take the other position on that and ask, isn't there some validity to what Ms. Behar is saying? If we think about it, Joy Behar is right. If a 13-year-old goes around saying that they have an imaginary friend and that they can hear and see that imaginary friend at times, we would designate that teenager as a candidate for treatment for mental illness. So why does it suddenly change once that person becomes 18? We call it their religion. Vice President Mike Pence included. We know there's no evidence whatsoever of someone being able to speak to Jesus. So why are we all going around pretending as if that is supposed to be rational behavior when someone says that they hear God speaking to them? I'm befuddled. Now, I've proposed, I don't know, it's either on my Facebook page or maybe one of my previous videos, that there's an easy way to settle this matter. We can solve this massive farce by asking each person who claims that they hear Jesus speaking to them to describe Jesus's voice. I think the FBI conducts what's called a voice comparison analysis. Let's do that in this situation. The same way how I can use my cell phone and the Google voice recognition has to recognize my voice in order to bring up whatever it is that I'm asking it for, or the same with Alexa, is the same thing that I say we need to do when it comes to all of these people who make these fantastical, absurd claims that they can hear Jesus speak to them. If that is the case, ask these people individually to describe what Jesus' voice sounds like. Is his voice deep or is it high-pitched? Does he speak to them in English or does he have an accent? And if so, what kind of accent is it? Is it African? Is it Australian? Is it English? Merry old England? What's his speech pattern when he speaks to them? Now, I notice generally most Christians seem to agree, though they disagree on everything else, which is why you have over 30,000 factions of Christianity. They seem to mostly agree on what Jesus looks like. The guy with his hands open, bearded white guy with his hands open, long hippie hair, with a bright light behind him. They seem to all have this image in their homes, some on a charm on their neck, on their necklace, or in their cars or what have you, in their office or what have you. So, since they agree as to what he looks like, if Jesus is real, all Christians who claim to hear him speak to them, should agree on what Jesus supposedly sounds like. Does that make sense? Let's conduct a voice comparison analysis. What do you think? Thank you.